Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So it's been a while I made videos. I've been experiencing some losses in my farm, so it's been a while I've made any update on my farm. So today I'll be talking on 5 mistakes you should avoid when getting into rabbitry or when raising rabbits. I've actually made some of these mistakes recently. That's why I stopped posting for a while. So today I'll be talking about the 5 mistakes you should avoid and few things you should do to avoid them. This rabbit just littered. I think she littered a week ago. She's really aggressive, so I won't touch her kids. The rabbit is really aggressive and she bites. I think it's the first rabbit I've ever had that bite. So aggressive and she bites. As you can see, she doesn't like me filming her or messing with her cage. That's why I see she's like that. So I'll just leave her and make videos on my other rabbits, because this one, she's really aggressive. She's a good mother. She breastfeeds her kids daily. Her kids are really healthy. The only part is that she's really aggressive. She doesn't like me and she doesn't like me messing around with her kids. So I'll just leave her alone and focus on the video. So the first mistake I made when raising rabbit was construction of my cages. I constructed the cages. Not me actually, the carpenter I gave the work to has never built rabbit cages before. And he constructed the cages very, very poorly. He did it very bad. And first he made the cage just with wood, only wood, no metal, only wood. By that time I had been postponing my rabbit cage. Every month I keep saying I'll build the rabbit cage this month, I'll build this month. So I just got up one day, decided let's start building the cage today. He came, I showed him the design. He just did what he could. The cages were really bad and really horrible. One thing I'll say is I'll tell you guys to avoid completely wooden cages. So what he did was he made the cages just with wood. So this floor, the floor of the cages, they were made with wood. So when these rabbits urinate and poo on the wood will create a stable environment for bird fly. Those bird fly will come and lay their eggs on it. Then the bird fly larvae will hatch, crawl up into the rabbit skin and start feeding on the rabbits. They're like parasites, those bird fly. So what I did was I finally realized it. Then too, the spaces between these wooden cages, the spaces he built on the floor, they were too much. When a rabbit give birth and maybe the kid jump out of the nest box, the kid will just fall out of the cage, fall on the zinc below that collects the poo and the urine. From there, the bird fly larvae to get into the kid's ear. So what I did was I finally realized that was the problem. The problem was that the floor of that my cage was made just with wood. If you're building your cages and want to control your cages, I'll leave some designs that you could use. Then too, I'll advise to avoid constructing your cages only with wood. That's what I did, and I paid the price for it. I lost so many rabbits constructing my cage just with wood. So what I did now was, a colleague of mine had this metal net. I went to him, I saw how his cages was, and I got this metal net. If you see it, there are woods there. I just came and removed few of the wood and put the metal nets. Now when they poo and they urinate, just fall directly on the zinc below. Then too, one advantage of using this metal net to build the floor of your cages, your rabbits don't really get that dirty, and there's no space for those bird flies to lay their eggs on it. So this one is actually really, really nice. Our advice is if you are building your cage, even if it's with wood, the floor should be made with this metal net. This metal net is really good and I've actually really enjoyed it. So that's the first mistake I made when raising rabbit, building my cage just completely wood. I think I'll show you a video of the old cage, how it is, how the floor was made just with wood. Before I finally discovered that was the problem, and I switched to this metal net. When the kids are around 2 weeks of age, obviously they'll be jumping out of the nest box. By that time when they were jumping out, the spaces between the woods were too big, so they'll just fall direct out of the cage. But with this metal net, as you can see, sorry, I've cleaned the cage. As you can see, when the kids just fall, they'll still be on it. This rabbit too is pregnant, and this one is not really that aggressive like the one down. So I just calm and collective. The rabbit below was one that had those kids. She's really, really aggressive. I don't know why. That's how the rabbit has been ever since. So let's move on to the next mistake I made when raising rabbit. So the next mistake I made, well, let me say the carpenter made, because the guy too was not that experienced, was constructing the roof of the cages too low. If you look here, these rabbits can't stand up right. Like the cages, this cage, the roof is too low. So the carpenter did it poorly. So this is just one of the rooms. I think the other ones are good. But if you look at this one, the roof and the floor is too close together. But look at the next cage. It's actually a bit tall, and this rabbit here, they are 2 months of age, and they can stand up. They can stand up straight on their 2 feet. The cages, the inside, the interior is big. The only problem was the roof, the roofing. He did it. I told you he did what he could. But that's another mistake you should avoid, making the roof too low. So what I do now with these cages that the roof are too low is, when I want to win rabbits, I win my rabbits at 2 weeks of age, at 1 month, 2 weeks. When I win them, I'll bring the winners here, where this roof is too low, but at that winning stage, they can stand up upright. When they get to 2 months like this now, I'll remove them now, transfer them to a bigger and taller cage where they can stand upright and move freely. So that's what I do. This cage that the roof is just too low. The only thing I do is I just use this cage just for my winners. These ones are 2 months. I'll be separating them surely tomorrow. Unfortunately, they are all males, so I'll be separating them tomorrow. Yep, that's another mistake you should avoid when constructing your rabbit cage and when getting to rabbitry. Building the cages too low. I think you should actually get someone who knows what he's doing, someone who has built cages before, to actually come and build your cage. Someone who at least has experience in it. Don't just hire any carpenter to do it. Just that for me, I was desperate, and I've actually postponing this my farm for too long. I've been postponing it for months. I'll start now, I'll start tomorrow. I just got angry, so I should start where I can. Then along the way, I was learning and growing, changing some few things. As you can also see, this cage here also have that metal net on the floor. It's what has actually, this metal net has really helped me out with this my rabbit. So the next thing I'll be talking on is getting poor breed, getting bad breed, getting this local breed of rabbits when raising rabbits. This is one mistake you should avoid when raising rabbits. If you're a first-time rabbit farmer and you're looking for best breeds to raise, just do a bit of research. Look at the type of breeds you have in your area and the best breed to raise. If you're looking for a rabbit to raise for meat, you can do a bit of research. The best meaty rabbits are this New Zealand white, as you see here, and California rabbit. Those are the best rabbits to raise for meat. But some people want to raise a rabbit as pets, and people want to raise them for fur. The other breeds you can use for that, breeds like the Dutch rabbit and the Angora rabbit. Those 2 rabbits will actually be good to raise for fur and as pets, if you are looking to raise rabbits for fur and pets. But again, I emphasize on the quality of your breeds. If you want to get rabbit, at least try to get quality breeds. So what I do here in my farm is, I don't know, I have 2 types of New Zealand rabbits. They are not pure breed, both of them are hybrid, so I'm trying to look for the best one. But what I'm saying is, this one of my buck here, if you see, look at this buck, we just call this a New Zealand white. It's not really a pure breed, just it has some characteristics the New Zealand white. But this breed here, he has the differences with the other one I have. This one is a buck and he has a big, round and fat head. Let me try to make it to turn to the camera and show you. See, this one here, he has a fat head and an elongated body. The body is actually long, and what I've noticed with this one is the kids actually grow faster. So what I've noticed with this my buck is, this my New Zealand buck, the kids grow faster and bigger too, like him. Getting quality breed is actually the best. Then I think I should show you the next type of New Zealand white rabbit I have. I'm still experimenting with the 2 rabbits to see which one will be the best. Just above it is another buck. This buck, the head is not as big as the one down, but it has more of a rounded body. The body is actually a bit round. It's still a good breed because it really gets big. But these are just, I've actually noticed these 2 differences. I actually have 2 types of New Zealand white. I'm still looking for the best one, since none of them are pure breeds. Both of them are hybrid. I'm looking for the best breed I'll actually keep in my farm. This area here is where I just keep my bucks. Yes, my New Zealand white. Yes, another New Zealand white. This one too is a buck. And then here's another buck. This buck was actually a crossbreed between a New Zealand white and a Dutch rabbit. But the rabbit is actually really big, and I like the rabbit. One of my best bucks I have here. It has fathered almost 100 kittens. Another mistake I made when raising this rabbit is I just cut up one day and randomly changed their feet. I saw one mixture, of course. I give my rabbits by formulated feet. I saw one rabbit mixture, one feet mixture, and I decided to formulate it and try it on my rabbit. I did that and the results were not actually good. That's why I stopped posting for a while. I had 7 pregnant does. When I formulated that feed, I gave them. Out of the 7, 6 miscarriage. I don't know if it was the feed. I assume it was the feed because those rabbits were actually good and healthy. After giving them their feed for a while, 6 of them miscarriage. Some I just came and I saw fur under their cage. Others I saw the kittens in their cage and I was heartbroken, and I had to do it. I had to rebreed my rabbits, and I was actually busy changing the feed, all of that. So I didn't really have time to post new videos. So that's another mistake I made. So when raising rabbits, I don't think you should just get up and see a new feed formulation, just change it randomly. If I give your rabbit a new feed, you should take the process gradually. You have to start. If you are giving your rabbit just formulated feed and you want to start giving them pellets, you can start mixing the pellets in their feed, changing it gradually before completely diverting to pellets. I think that would be the best way to do it. So this is just an update video on the things I've been doing and the mistakes I've been making. I'll actually compose a better video on the mistakes, the general mistakes we should avoid when raising rabbits. And some of the mistakes I made, the ones I did, and I'm just sharing them with you guys. So if you watched this video to this point, meaning you found it interesting, thanks for watching. Please consider liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, and leaving a comment. Please also share the video and refer to your friends. Thanks, and now I'll see you on my next update.